Hello. Today on Library Hall, we have Sex Revolution, biography, and the most important book for creatives and social media people I think exists. All right, let's start with Madly Deeply by Alan Rickman. Now, I wasn't expecting to really get into this, but I know this actor from Love Actually and from Harry Potter. And basically, what this is his diary. And that's what's so fun about it. Like, they're just little, like, snippets, sometimes long, sometimes short, like this one from the 2nd of February, rap party. Hideous, loud, as in cannot hear a word anyone is saying, and no one is dancing, so what's the effing point? Happily, I got there early, so there was still some food. I mean, I don't know. There's something about this that I just find charming that, like, you can just, like, he kept basically diary with all these short, mostly short little snippets of details throughout his life. And he was in many movies, all the Harry Potters. And it's fun to kind of read his little bites. One that was very funny. He was complaining about an award show and just how embarrassing it is that the actors are celebrating themselves so much. I thought that was funny. And he talks about his partner, but mostly he's talking about travels and the different movies and actors. And I don't know. I skipped through some of it, but I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun to read, and it was kind of a little bit like gossipy. Like he talks about different actors and stuff, and different movies he's seen and the movies he's been in. So I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the style. So I would recommend Madly Deeply, The Diaries of Alan Rickman. Okay, next up is called The Case Against the Sexual Revolution by Louise Perry. This was a fascinating book. Yeah, so there's a lot going on in here. I wrote down one thing I wanted to start with. So she opens the book with how the sex revolution helped the Hugh Hefners and hurt the Marilyn Monroes. And she questions the claim that a culture of casual sex is somehow a benefit to women as a group. And that's one of her main ideas in this is that uh, the ideas around the culture, the sexual revolution, did not actually help women, did not actually improve their lives. And she has some very convincing arguments. That hookup culture is not really that great for women. And so I thought this was fascinating actually. If you're interested in like feminist theory or anything around this, I think I would definitely recommend this book. Also, she has a very detailed and pretty disturbing chapter on pornography and how it really negatively impacts not only the women that make it, but the men and women that watch it, and just how really terrible that is, especially for young, in particular, young men watching it, how it just really destroys their brains, basically. But she goes into detail on that, and I thought it was just such a eye-opening chapter. So if you have a kid, I think this would be a good book to read too. So I would definitely recommend this fascinating book by Louise Perry, The Case Against the Sexual Revolution. All right, and finally, we're ending with The War of Art. This one by Stephen Pressfield is probably one of my favorite books that I have ever read. Yeah, I'm going to say it because I just love the whole concept. It's called The War of Art, Break Through the Blocks and Win Your Inner Creative Battles. This is such a good book if you're trying to create something and you need a kick in the pants. I mean, basically, he goes through what he calls resistance. And basically, is the resistance is what comes up, what your ego tells you when you're trying to do something creative, right? It tries to stop you, right? It tries to embarrass you, it tries to distract you, all the different things your ego does when you're just trying to put something out into the world. That's why I said, like in the intro, I think that this is would be an excellent book for even like social media creators, because he's really, I mean, this is not like surface level fluff that he's talking about. He's getting into the real deep core of what resistance is, what ego is, the battle that it is. And I just love it. I also love that it's like little snippets like resistance and isolation. A professional is patient. He talks about being a professional. Like if you really want to do something and do it well, you take the stance of a professional to do it. But they're like little bite-sized, 1 or 2 pages, even less, short little snippets that you can really digest. And yeah, I love it. I think this is such a great book. This is a great book for anybody embarking on something new, or that you need a little help to get to the finish line on something that you're really passionate about, but you find yourself procrastinating or whatever it may be. Highly recommended. The War of Art by Stephen Pressfield. All right. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you next time on Library Hall. Hey there! If you liked this video, please click the like button and subscribe to our channel. To support us, please use the links in the video description to purchase the featured books. Thanks for watching!